Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Vickie with VJ Designs. Today I'm putting together another one-of-a-kind journal kit. I did this a couple months ago and it got snatched up pretty quickly. I'm only doing one, and I decided I'm going to do this once a month because I need to destash, and it'd be a great idea or a great way to, you know, thin out some of my stuff and give you something fun to make. And so this is a journal kit. I'm providing the papers, extra paper cuts, some ephemera, some laces, some different things. So I'll be going through them. The main papers are from this Park and Lane kit called Bloom and Grow. Got some very pretty papers. I was going to do a Valentine theme, but realized I really don't have enough Valentine themey type papers to do. So you could maybe do unconventional Valentine with this paper. So anyway, that's what I'm using for the main base pages. So let's go through that first. I'm going to go ahead and fold them for you. Now this piece I'm going to leave. This was just a piece from the larger 12 by 12. This I'm going to leave it in case you want to fold it in half and use it for a page. You can do that. It'll be shorter this way than the other pages, which is fine. You can have shorter pages. But I'm going to leave it in case you want to cut it up and use ephemera, or you can just use it as a page, whatever you want to do. Okay. So this stuff I'm going to wait for a minute. So these are the main pages here. This is so pretty. I really enjoyed this. Paper pad. This is not double-sided paper. So what you can do, what I do a lot of times, I mean, there's nothing wrong with leaving the white pages. What I do a lot of times is do stenciling on the back. Or you could, now I've cut these down to 8.5 by 11 size. So they're 8.5 long, and then you fold it in half, and it's 5.5 inches wide. My journals that I do are typically 8.5 by 5.5, and then I'll do a cover that's like 9 by 6 or something like that, or maybe a little bit smaller. But anyway, there's one of the pages. Here's another page. These are all coordinating papers. And you don't have to use all of these together. You could leave some of them out. I tried to do enough where you could maybe do 3. I'm including enough papers where I think you could do 3 signatures. I love this one. It's so pretty. And the colors in here are just non-conventional. I mean, they're muted. This is the brightest color in here. This kind of a, I don't know what color green. It's just a light green. Really like that. And then the black and white. So when you see all these together, I mean, just aren't they pretty? Okay, so, and then I'm including some of my coffee dyed paper. Real coffee dyed paper, and I have, I'm including some, I say real because this is the actual coffee dyed paper, and then I'm also including some of my coffee dyed digital paper. So I've got 6 pages of this. So like I said, if you do 3 signatures, you could do, you know, 2 of each. 2 in each signature. If you only do 2 signatures, you can put 3. But however you want to do this. This is, you know, I'm providing the materials, and you can make it however you want. You could just make 1 signature, not use all the papers, and keep enough to make another journal from it, however you want to do it. Okay, so there's 6 pages of that. This is some planner pages that I got out of a planner book, teacher's planner book. So I made pages from it. So there's when I folded over this side instead of just cutting it off. So that's that one. This one I folded in 1 page. So this is a little thinner. This one's only 4 3/4 wide instead of 5 1/2, which is fine. And then this one's a little shorter because I folded up from the bottom and then fold it in half, and it is 5 1/2, but it's a little shorter because I folded up the bottom. So it's got 3 of those. And then this is some graph digital that I had. So I just printed on both sides. So you've got, I think, 2. Well, and then this is my, these are my coffee dyed pages. Yes, both of those. This one and that one. And on the back side of this one, I printed another graph paper. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these pages. And you could turn these around and fold them the other way if you want to. They don't have to be folded the way I'm doing it. Okay, so this is, these are pages from an adult coloring book. And these are around 9 1/4 by 9 3/4. You could actually fold this any way you want, but I think I'm going to fold this in half. So you've got this on one side and this on the other. Excuse me. And then I think what I'll do is fold it up. So you'll have a pocket. So it'll be a little bit smaller page, but it'll be really cute. And there, here again, on these, all these are just one-sided. So you can stencil or sponge or, you know, do blending with your inks. There's a lot of things you can do to cover up the white spaces. Stamp. You can use your stamps to make a background. Whatever you want to do. So So there's one page. I tried to get pages, so the book was like this. So I tried to get pages that would work horizontally, and this one works either way. So I'm just going to fold it in half. And I think that's perfect size. Yeah, it's actually 7 3/4 by 5 1/2, so a teeny bit shorter on the bottom. It's fine. And this one works the same way. It's out of the same book. And honestly, I found those in those books at thrift stores. So this is linen paper. It's kind of a champagne color. I guess that's what you would call it. It's plain on one side and it's a linen. Probably doesn't show up on camera, but it's a very pretty color and it goes with this really well. So I'm just folding these in half. I believe these are the right size, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Okay, so there's 3 of these. And like I said, you don't have to use all these papers in here. I just wanted to give you plenty of papers to use in this kit. And if you only do one signature, you could just use half these papers and or a third of these papers. Okay, so now let's see. Here are cutoffs from those pages. Some that I had already and some that I did when I was preparing these pages. So there's plenty of pieces that you can use for belly bands, pockets, journal cards, whatever you want to do. A lot of tags. These would make cute belly bands to go across the pages like that. And if you're new to journal making, I've got several videos that I did early on about how to make just a basic journal. That's really cute. That would make a really cute pocket. That would make a cute pocket. There's some more pieces you could cut up, or you could cut them for tags, or you could do journal cards. Here's some cutoffs. You could cut these apart, use them. I would make a really cute pocket. That was one of the cutaways. That would make an adorable pocket. So there's lots of pieces in here. And then these, there was a couple pages that had strips with representing all of the pages in the paper pad. So I did pieces long enough. These are 8 1/2. So you could put a belly band, use them on the edge of the pages, you know, just cut a strip and put it on the edge of your page, or you could use it as a belly band like that. I didn't include a page with the bugs because I know a lot of people aren't into bugs. These are kind of cute bugs because they're all colorful and everything, but you can use them or not use them. So this is another part of the page that had strips, and these are just so cute. You can just do all kinds of things with this. Here's another one that would make a cute tag or a pocket. This page I did not have included because this is all I had left of this particular page, so I'm throwing it in here. You can use it too because it coordinates. It came out of this paper pad and also this sheet of paper. So I'm leaving it this size. You can do what you want to with it. Okay, so lots of cutoffs, lots of paper there for you to work with. Okay, I'm also including, there's probably a big shine on this. This is I have this roll of foil. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it was in my father-in-law's stuff. How he got it, I have no idea, but I found it anyway, and it's a huge roll. I mean, but what I do with this is it works like foiling. You can just use your glue stick. So if you have an area on a piece of paper, let me see if I can demonstrate this really quick for you. So if you have an area you want to put some foiling on, you can just put your glue stick down. And let's see, I will cut a piece of this off. This goes a long ways because, so you put the pretty side up, just like you do when you're foiling. You just smush it down over your glue stick area, and then you lift it up, and it's all foiled. So easy, and it makes beautiful. I mean, you could just put more on here, and yeah, so I'll stick that in there too. That's just a piece of index card, but yeah, you can just keep using it and using it, keep using all these pieces till it's all done. Okay, so I'm also including a couple gas checks. And let's see here, got a bunch of stuff here. I'm including some doilies, several sizes. I got 2 of this size. I think there's 2 here. 2 of that size. These are so cute. And 2 of these little bitty ones. Okay, so you got 6 doilies. And I'm including some index cards. I love using this size on the back of tall tags. When you make big tags, these are great. Glue the tag on here, cut it out, and you've got this writing space on the back. It's really cool. And some smaller ones also. I have this, it's like a corrugated, it's almost like crepe paper, but it's a lot heavier. And you could use that for pockets. You could use it down the side of a page, make a tuck out of it, whatever you want to do with that. Okay. So I've got the gold, and this is wrapped around several times, so this will last you forever. I've got some trim. I have white and some black, because there is black on these pages, so you can use that if you want to. I made them long enough to go on the spine. Now this, I'm giving you a piece that would be big enough for cover. Okay, so it's 9 inches this way, 6 inches this way. So you can, this is basically for a 1 signature. So you could make it, you know, as thick as you want. As long as it would fit in. I'll show you what I mean. If you don't know what a signature is, you would start out with using a pretty piece, and then just start stacking these pages in here together, whatever you think looks good next to each other. Okay, so let's just say this is 1 signature. Okay, so you have 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pages, and then double that is 10, and then double that again, there's 20. There's 20 pages right here in this little signature. So that's a signature, and then you put it in your cover. And see how it comes over the edge? Now if you put a bigger signature in here, make it a little fatter, then when you start embellishing it, you know, it'll get a little fatter and stuff. But now I did fold it. What you could do is, if you wanted to use something else, for, say you have a piece of paper that you'd rather use for your cover, that's fine. And if you wanted to put 2 or 3 signatures in it, I would crease it so that it has a little spine in here. So you would fold it about 1/4 of an inch this side of the line and 1/4 of an inch on this side of the line. You could still do that with this one. However, it would make it shorter this way. So you would just have to make this paper a little bit longer, maybe about 10 inches or 9 3/4 inches, and then fold it so that you've got a little bit of this flat spine down the middle. I don't know if I'm explaining myself very well, but anyway, there's that. If you make journals at all, you know what I'm talking about. So there's a cover if you want it, okay? And then I have a pack of ephemera here, just various things, a couple butterflies that I fussy cut out, and then different pieces of ephemera. And then this little bag here has got some flat back pearls. I've got some trim, some lace. I've got little flowers that coordinate with the colors that you can use. This piece of ribbon that says Live, Laugh, Love. I think there's 2 sections of that. And then I've got a couple of my faux stamps in here. And then this crinkled seam binding, these 2 colors. So I'm giving you a couple choices that you can use for your closure. This one matches this color mostly, and this one is the lighter color. I really like that one. But, you know, you have your choice there to use for your cover, for your closure. And as a bonus, I made you a bejeweled pen, beaded pen to go with your journal. And I think it matches pretty cool. It's a gold pen. And so that all comes in this one journal kit. Okay. And I'm putting it in my Etsy. It'll be there by tomorrow. This will be airing, what's today, Wednesday. Well, when you see this will be in my Etsy shop. Okay, so it's first come, first serve. The price is going to be $30, which I think is a screaming deal for this. Okay, and plus you will have to pay shipping. So yeah, first come, first serve. So whoever snatches it up gets it. And I will be doing this once a month if this goes over well. And I see this is something people like. I will be doing more of this. So, okay. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. And let me know what you think, and what kind of journal kits would you like to see me do in the future. I would like to know. What kind of theme? Do you want a theme or a different color theme, or what are you thinking? I would like to know. All right, thanks for stopping by. Hit that like button and please, please, please leave me a comment. All right, talk to you later. Bye.